this lecture as well. Okay, so this is your May, June 2009. Most probably we have not done this. Okay, so this is what we have. Let's look at the file. I don't want this file. So you work, your manager has asked you to manipulate a spreadsheet about the time and the cost involved in some of the web page development. Using a suitable software package, load the file, this J9 sheet and J9 code. Please have a look. Have we solved this paper or not? If we have, I can solve another one. Have we?
I don't think so.
No, we haven't. Not this one. I don't think so. We have, huh? No. Right. You are saying I think so or you don't think so? I thought you said
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. So place your center number, candidate number, and name in the header. So I'll do the entire paper because this is the way you will be doing with me next time. So I'll come to file, I'll come to print, I'll come to page setup, I'll come into header footer, I'll come to custom header. That's the way you should put it. And you paste your center number, candidate number over here. So this is where you have, okay. I repeat again, page setup, header footer, and here, you'll put it over here. Okay, done with this. Now, you're supposed to study your spreadsheet. I have the web page column, I have the total, I have the hours, the minutes. I have been provided with another sheet as well, which has the code and the web page. So you should always study your sheets first to know what information they might hold. In the web page column, use a lookup function to show the company name, use it to see the code column for the lookup value, and the file is for the array. So what we need is, we need to find the web page. So we have to look at the code and find the web page. So here we have is the code and the web page, right? So what we'll do is, it's quite typical question that comes every time. So is equals to VLOOKUP. The lookup value that I'm trying to search for is this, comma. From where I'm trying to search is this array. And when you search externally, your range automatically gets locked. So you don't have to lock it manually. So comma 2 to get the value from the second column and comma 0. Okay. Right? Here you go. And we get this. Anyone has any problem with this part? Should I continue if it's clear? Listen, the good thing is, if you solve most of the papers with me in class 10, 11 May, you will have more time to do advanced points with me, inshallah, to get an A star. So I would suggest you don't get relaxed at all in any subject. Okay, no,
can you?
I not any. I would suggest you guys that. Okay.
Sir.
Yes, beta.
So can you please explain it again?
Sure, I will explain it again. The question beta said was, मैं इसको delete कर देता हूँ. I'll delete the entire thing. The question was, I want to find that BH stands for what? So I want to get a value over here by looking at this. Get a value here by looking at this. So I have been provided with another sheet where I have the codes, and the corresponding code represent the following web page, which means A is for accommodation, BH is for this, C is for contact us, so on and so. These are the codes for different web pages that we are developing. So what they're saying is, you're supposed to display formula over here to get the web page by looking at the code. Okay, so we'll use over here is vertical lookup, VLOOKUP. It says give me the lookup value. This is the value I'm trying to search for. Then comma. From where are you trying to search it? I'm trying to search this from where. They have even told us this. In the question, they have told us this. Lookup value and the file this for the array. Okay, they have told us this. So I will simply select the array. This is the array, the range. Okay. And afterwards, I'll have comma, which is the column index number. Column index number basically means from which column do you want the value? I want the value from the second column, So comma 2 and comma 0 we use for the exact match. Even if you don't do it, it's fine. So here you go. So BH stands for this. As I replicate it, I get the values. So my lookup value is relative, and my range is absolute. Range is not changing, but the lookup value is changing. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Good, 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 good. Okay. Then we have is, we're done with this. I've replicated. In cell C2, use sum function. Okay, even if the examiner would have not said sum function, I think so we should know. What is he saying? If the value in the page code column matches the content of B2, okay, if this matches over here, I have like we have BH coming here, we have C appearing over here. Okay, so I want to find the total minutes. I can tell you what the question basically is, but let's see what he's saying. What I can see is he's asking us to find the total of the BH. So I have to see from here, I have to look at this column and then total from the values from here. If the value in the page code column matches the content in cell B2, then sum the value from the minutes column. This function again must use absolute and relative referencing. So what we need to do is, I will use over here, listen to this carefully, SUMIF is equals to SUMIF. Now SUMIF has, please all of you listen carefully. I'm recording this lecture and I will share with you, okay? I will share this lecture with you again. I have the range, criterion range. So range means obviously the range of the numbers. Range, criteria and sum range. Sum range obviously will be of minutes because it's a number, sum range. Criteria will be this single value, BH will be criteria. So range will be the page code. So page code will be my range. And I would press F4 to lock it, F and F4 on your laptop. Criteria will be this, comma, and sum range obviously will be this. So sum range obviously will be numbers, F and F4, and here you go. You get the total, which means BH total, the total, this plus this plus this plus this all over again. So technically it means that if you find if you find BH from here, correspondingly sum the values from the minutes column. This is actually what it means. And like I said, the video lecture is being recorded. You can view it again to get the more understanding of it if you don't. Can I continue?
Yes.
Good, good. Okay, 51. In cell D2, use a formula to calculate the number of whole hours. Use the minutes from cell C2 to help you. So we need to find the whole hours. You're going to help me now. I want is the whole hours. How to get the hours? I won't do this. No, this is the total minutes. These are minutes, total minutes. How do I get hours? Now you have to use maths over here.
By dividing them by 60.
Very good. So I'll say is equals to this divided by 60. I get the hours. But the question says whole hours, whole number. Then what do I do? INT, integer. Remember integer converts a decimal into integer. So I get this. But remember, I was getting away is 3 point, look, like 2.5, 2.38. These are the minutes. So I've ignored the minutes. Now, how do I get the minutes? The next question says, in cell E2, use a formula to calculate the number of minutes left when the whole hours are removed. So you get my point. 3 hours and minutes. So from here, I got the hours, but I want the minutes. So who will help me out with this? The first thing is, did you get the question? The most, okay. Did you get the question, all of you? But I want minutes
Can you
left.
show it again?
Okay, sure. 52.
Sir, we have to take the minutes
Yes.
which are after the decimal.
Excellent. So how can we do it? Any idea? Give me a rough idea. You got very well done. Okay, yeah, let me do it with you. This obviously,
So we'll just write the numbers after the decimal.
okay, what I'll do is, this divided by 60, I got this. I can put this into bracket and minus inside bracket again, this divided by 60 int. Did you get my point?
Sir, can you explain it again?
Sir,
If you,
how did you use this method on all of the columns? Like,
I just replicated.
what did you?
I just replicate. I just clicked on this when the arrow appears. This
Okay.
thing is, listen. When I divided C2 by 60, I got 3.25. Agree with me? From this, I got 3.25. Okay, so 3.25 minus, and when I did C2 divided by 60 and I converted into integer, I got 3. So 3.25 is larger than 3. So when I subtract 3.25 with 3, the remaining I get is 0.25. Agree with me? Was this not the remaining? Yes or no? I want
Yes.
to win. So think over it again. With C2 divided by 60, I got 3.25. With C2 divided by 60, putting it into int, I got 3. So if I do is 3.25 minus 3, I get 0.25. Does it make sense?
Sir, what is INT?
Integer, it converts into a whole number. It rounds it into a whole number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it rounds it into a whole number. So it ignores the decimal part. But the examiner was saying, Arrow, I don't want you to ignore it. You shift it, you place it in the next column. And we've done that. Sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everyone sure? Yeah, a bit of maths involved. Obviously, it wasn't a technical, but obviously you have to think over it. In Excel, obviously maths is involved. Then we have is, done this. Save the data model and print a copy showing the formulas. Now, in order to show the formulas, you do know, we press Control tilde, we click and we double click once everything is displayed, then, and we print it out. Obviously, then you print it, file print, you know that. Okay, and we can again press Control tilde, and maybe if you want to print the values, we can print the values. We'll do that. If you press Control tilde, and if you print it, if you want to just print this, you can just select this, go into File, Print, and you can even say select from here is print selection. Only print the selected area. You could even do that in case if someone asks you next time. So done this, interrogate the data. Point 54 I'm talking about. Interrogate the data to show only the entries where the page code is HOL or FP. So HOL or FP. So, so I'll just click here. I'll click on this 10th row and I will open the filter. So I want from here is the page which is equals to HOL or equals FP. right? All of you? Sort this data into ascending order of minutes. Hide rows 1 to 9. So 1 to 9, just right click and you hide them. Print this data, and then you print this data, and you're done. Right? So this was a bit short, but obviously it had 1-2 technical points, like this point, the minutes and the thing. So whenever it's short, you get some technical points. When it's lengthy, that would also include technical points. I can't say that, but that's the way it was. Clear. So
Sir,
yes, Peter.
so there was also a round function. What's the difference between that and the integer function?
If I have 3.25, whatever, and if I use over here is equals to round, okay, and if I use over here round, comma 1, it will round it to 1 decimal place. If I write over here comma 2, it will round it to 2 decimal places. Okay, and if I use integer is equals to int, it will convert this into an integer. But remember one thing, when I use integer, this is 3.23, so it has rounded to 3. And if I change this into 3.88, it still leaves it at 3. Did you note that? So 3.88 is also 3, 3.2 is 8. So it always rounds down. It always rounds it down, int, remember that. This is why it works in minutes. And over here, as far as round is concerned, you see if I use over here is comma 0, it makes it 4. And if I make this 3.11, it makes it 3. So round is intelligent. Round knows okay, when I have to round it down or whenever I have to round it up. Did you get the difference? Integer always rounds it down. Round will round accordingly. Did I make it clear?
Yes.
Good. Anyone, any other question? So we've solved yet another paper. Okay. So you can randomly just select any paper. And let's say if you can't do it, you please mention in the group and tell me, sir, can you share video solution of this paper as well? Okay. We have probably solved, if we include the classes as well, we have solved like 5 to 6 papers, I believe, randomly. So if you do, I'm pretty sure if you do 2 to 3, 4 more, you'll be ready for it, for the test on Tuesday, okay? Any question, beta? Anyone? Who joined late?
Which test?
No, sir.
Beta, you came late. I was saying that on Tuesday, I'll be taking your Excel test on Tuesday. I'll send you a paper, you have to solve it, and you have to email it to me on Tuesday. So when the class will start, I'll tell you what to do on Tuesday, inshallah. And you have
Can
enough
upload
time.
this on your YouTube channel,
Sorry, beta?
this lecture?
Sorry?
Can you please upload this lecture?
Yes, beta, I'll just do it. Let me just take your attendance. I'll upload this as well. And if there is any other paper you want me to upload, and I will do that video, but you need to tell me that.
And the test will
Sir,
be
please
just
do.
like these practice papers.
Yeah, from past papers. Yes, it will be from past papers.
And the one you're asking us to do today or the next day, when do we have to email it to you?
Better you can email them to me by Saturday.
Okay.
Okay, right? Okay. Okay, better. See you then, all of you, right? Be in touch with me.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, better. Welcome. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.